So today I'm actually very excited to do this video because I'm going to share with you guys my Canadian makeup collection. Now this is just mainly blushes and a couple bronzers. They're all right here. I get asked a lot what my favorite Canadian makeup brands are and what products I love from them, not only from my Canadian viewers but from my American viewers as well, because they do travel into Canada, so they want to know what they should look for when they come here. So I'm very excited to share this with you, and if this is something you guys are interested in, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start off with two bronzers that I own. This first one is by Annabelle, which you can get at any Canadian drugstore. It's a really nice brand, very affordable, and I like most of their products that I've tried. Now, I have not tried this bronzer yet. I actually got this in like a gift set around Christmas time, but this is just, it's a bronzer Skin True. It's paraben free, which is really nice, and oh, there's the name. It's called Caribbean Tan. Now, swatching this, it swatches pretty light. It doesn't have a ton of pigment to it, which is okay because you can like build the color up if you like. This is something that I would wear more in the winter time because, I mean, yeah, it's pretty light. It's not orange, but it is a little bit more on the warm side, but it's not too cool either. So it's kind of in between. It seems like a really nice bronzer to work with, so I'm actually very excited to try this. If you have tried this, then let me know in the comments down below. Now, this next one is my top 5, and it's available right now because it is limited edition, but they came out with it again this summer. So go check it out if you're here in Canada, but Lise Watier actually does ship to the US, which is really nice. Now, this is a bronzer that looks pretty much like the Ritual bronzer by Laura Mercier, which I will get because I've been wearing this one a lot lately. So you can see the difference. This one has a bit more warmth to it and a little bit more pink, where this is more cool tones. So this is warm, more cool, but look at the size of this. It's actually just as big as the Annabelle one. I absolutely love this because you can wear it without wearing a blush. It's just, you know, a one-step thing for me, and it just looks so good on the skin. So I highly, highly recommend this, and make sure to go get it because it will sell out pretty fast. Sticking with Lise Watier, she comes out with some of the best collections. So I do own quite a bit of limited edition items in here, but I do own two from her permanent line. Now, this is the blush in Beige de Dessert. I do not speak French, but I love her packaging. That is one thing that I'm drawn to with her stuff. But this is a gorgeous, like warm, like beige peach color. I haven't used this in a really, really long time, but I love it. So I need to pull it out again. And again, like this blush, it has some nice pigment to it. They're not powdery at all, which I like, and they do last a really long time for me. And I do have oily skin, which I find if you have oily skin, some blushes can look a little patchy on me, but this one doesn't, and I love it, and I do want to try more of her permanent colors. The other one that I have is a cream product, and I don't really reach for them that often because I just don't reach for cream products, period. And this is in the color Shell. I like her blushes, her cream blushes, because they're a cream to powder finish, which I like. And I don't find I look like a grease ball. Because sometimes cream blushes can do that. This has a ton of pigment, so I would just use a really tiny stippling brush. But I love the texture of this. So there is the color Shell. So I do own 4 limited edition products from her, and you guys are gonna see why I get sucked in every single time, because her packaging is just to die for. This is from the spring collection, and doesn't this packaging just scream spring to you? So I was really drawn to it, and you open it up and it has all these different shades, and like look at that pretty design. Like every single time she gets me. So you have a few shimmers up here, and then here are all mattes. I just mix them all together. This is a very subtle blush, but it is buildable. So I do like it. I don't reach for it that often, but it is a nice like everyday neutral blush. Or you can wear it as a highlight or like a blush topper too as well. This one has to be one of my favorites. I think this one was from last year's spring collection, and this is called Expressions. This is a blush trio. So, okay, first of all, look at that. Like, come on. Come on, that's so pretty. And look at this, the design here. The design kind of faded a little bit because I have used this quite a bit, but this is a gorgeous peach pink shade. It goes from dark to light, and it is just a wonderful, wonderful product. I love this. I actually need to like keep this out and use it because it is so pretty for the spring and summer. This one I actually found at Winners, and I remember saying to myself that I should have bought it, so I'm really happy that I found it at Winners. So I got this last year. Again, such pretty packaging. And I don't think this was from the fall collection, I believe. But look at the design on this blush. How stunning is that? This is my favorite pink blush. And I don't own a lot of pink blushes in my collection just because it's a color that I really don't reach for. But this, for some reason, it is just so magical on the cheeks, and I just absolutely love this one. So I hope one day she'll come out with this again because it is just so, so good. And the last one, now, this one is limited edition. Again, the packaging is really pretty. This was from last year's winter collection, or was it the year before? I don't quite remember, but this is such a gorgeous highlighter. Now, I was at the store the other day and I haven't seen it at all locations, but she does have a highlighter like this in her permanent line. And I don't know if they're the same or if it's different. I have a feeling they're both different, but they look the same in person. This is stunning. Like, it is just so good. It is up there for me with like the Laura Mercier 01, or let's say, well, not Becca highlighters, but just trust me, it is so good. If you can get the one in her permanent line, then I do highly recommend it. Like, look at this color. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Oh. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Now, this doesn't have any like shimmer to it. It's just a very nice, soft, glow within look that it gives you. So there it is right there. It is just, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. So if I can find this on the website, I'm definitely gonna try and look for it for you guys. I can't talk. But yeah, so make sure to check the description box because I always list everything down below for you guys. So that's what I own from Lise Watier. Let's go back to the drugstore, and I have a few favorites at the drugstore. Annabelle blushes. Amazing. I don't hear a lot of people talk about these. Well, I don't really watch a lot of Canadian bloggers, but even the Canadian bloggers that I do watch, I don't ever hear them talk about Annabelle blushes. So I recommend them if you ever go to any Canadian drugstores. Definitely check these out. Well, they're all my favorite. Some of them have names, some of them don't. So I'm just going to tell you guys the numbers. So this one here is number 44, which is a mauve. That's what it looks like there. It's like a mauve-y plum, well, probably more in the plum shade. This one's actually really pretty. It reminds me of Sin without shimmer. And then this one here is called Spring Petal. This one doesn't have a number. And this one's just a really pretty coral shade. Look at that. Oh, you guys, these are so pigmented, and they're buildable as well, and they're not powdery. Like, I find some drugstore blushes to be either they're not pigmented enough or they're just like too powdery. And the other one is number 51. Actually, this one reminds me of Sin with the shimmer. There it is right there. This one's a good one. Very pigmented. Look at that. Oh, stunning. I guess I will do some close-up swatches for you guys because I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the last one, this one here reminds me of Burberry Earthy. They're very, very close. This is just a lot cheaper. I believe the Annabelle blushes are around, I want to say $6, $7. I'll have everything down below for you guys, but there is the shade there. This is a great everyday blush. And I mean, we all know that Burberry blushes are very expensive, so why not find a dupe? And this is definitely a dupe for that. Okay, so those are the Annabelle blushes. Highly recommend. The other one that I love is by Gosh. Now, Gosh Cosmetics you can only find at Shoppers Drug Mart. And I don't even think they ship anywhere in the US or Canada, which is kind of weird. But anyways, the Gosh blushes, so good. This is in Flower Power. I want to get more of them. These are really pigmented, and these do kick up a little bit of powder, but holy, you guys, these just last on the cheeks like no other. For a drugstore blush, this is really, really nice. And again, this is a pink shade. I don't really wear a lot of pinks, but this one I really like. It's like a bright, like bubblegum, not too bright, but it's like a bubblegum pink. Beautiful, I love it. The last one from the drugstore is the one that I'm not a big fan of, and it's by Quo. Again, this you can only get at Shoppers Drug Mart. This is their baked blush in Bear, I believe. This I thought would be close to MAC's like Whisper of Guilt. It kind of has that same type of feel and texture. But this just does not show up on my skin like I want it to. If you are lighter than me, then yes, I would definitely try this blush out. So what I do with this is just use it as a blush topper, just to give me a little bit more glow. If my skin doesn't look that good that day, then I will just add this on top just to kind of freshen up the look. Or if I do like, if I'm wearing like a really matte foundation, I like to add some sort of like softness to my cheeks so it doesn't look completely matte. Then I will take something like this and just add it on top of my blush. So, I mean, I like the product, it just doesn't show up on me. And the last brand to talk about is Visanti Cosmetics. They are one of my favorites next to Lise Watier. A little bit more affordable than Lise Watier, but they are up there for me, and I love their products. I recently went to a Shoppers Drug Mart near me, and they were carrying Vasanti there, and I got really excited because I seen some different products there than when I would go to, who else carries it? London Drugs? No, Rexall Drugstores carries it as well. Amazing. It's a great company. I love their products, and it's pretty natural. Like, they're not 100% natural, but I think they're working their way up to being 100% natural. And they're amazing, you guys. Now, they just reformulate, I don't know if they reformulate, but they repackaged some of their products, and then they came out with a whole bunch of new things this year, which I'm so excited about. But I'll talk about the stuff that I've had in my collection for a while. This is a Sun Peach Glow. It's called Sun Peach Glow Brightening Mineral Powder. Now, this is the old packaging. The new packaging now looks like this, because I believe when I went to Shoppers, I did see this shade in this packaging, if I'm not mistaken. I am hoping I'm right about that, but this is stunning. This is a beautiful peachy blush. It does have some sheen to it, but it is stunning. I love peach blushes, I just do. And this looks a little bit orange on camera, but in person, it's a bit more peach. But it's very, very nice and super, super pigmented. Like, you don't need a lot of this. There you go right there. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'll just swatch it for you. There it is. If you really want just that softness to your skin with a little bit of color, then this is something that I do reach for. And then here is their blushes. I don't know, I think these are in new packaging. I'm not sure. But these are fabulous as well. These are very, very powdery though. They do kick up a lot of powder, and they're super, super pigmented. So you honestly need to like dab your brush in there, tap it off, and then just lightly apply it on both sides of the cheeks. Like, I don't need to go in there twice. It's like boom, boom. Like, these are wonderful. So here are the 3 shades that I have. So one is like a mauve, one is a peachy pink color, and then one is just a neutral beige color. So I really, really love these, and I like the packaging because they're really small. Something about small packaging that I really like. The highlighter that I'm wearing on my cheeks today, you guys can see I have a really nice subtle glow, but it's just stunning. It's in Golden Child. So it looks like this. And it comes with two shades here. One is a lighter color and then you have a gold color. I just mixed the two and this is the glow that it gives me. And I'm wearing it in my inner corner as well too. So I'll swatch them separately so you can see. There they are there. And then I will swatch them together. Okay, so here's the light shade, there's the gold, and there it is swatched all together. So I recommend this, highly, highly recommend it. There's another place you can order Vasanti products as well too. I don't remember where, but I'm gonna leave everything down below for you guys. My favorite product from them are their dual blushes. These just recently came out as well too. I have two shades. One is in the shade A Charmed Life, and the other one is Set for Life, which I did feature in my favorites, my July favorites. So you get two shades. One is a matte, one has a little bit of a sheen to it. This one is my absolute favorite. It's the perfect pinky mauve color, or you can just wear them separately. I just mix the two and these are wonderful. Like, I just like the way they sit on my skin. They look very natural. You can really build the color up and they last all day. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I just love the design that it has in there. Is it gonna pick it up? Probably not. Just stunning, you guys. Honestly, like, if you were to get anything from Visanti, definitely their dual blushes. Oh, so good. And the other one is A Charmed Life, which is a great everyday shade. It's more of a neutral color. So this is a shade that would go with any eye look that you're doing. So I'll just show you guys side by side. I almost dropped it. I almost dropped it and I caught it with my hand. That was a close one. So here they are right there. So there is A Charmed Life, and then there is Set for Life. I'm definitely gonna go back for the rest of the shades. I believe there's 4 or 5 altogether. I want them all, they're just that good. So that is everything that I own in my collection when it comes to blush and bronzers. I will be sharing my lipsticks with you. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Now when you come into Canada, you know what to look for. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow me on all my social medias, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.